Like,
Oh yeah. You sound like Franny. You sound like when you on TV.
yeah. Shit be something hell of a season and shit.
It's good, obviously.
Look like we got one person in the building. What's going on with YouTube tonight? Awesomeness Sports, what's going on? Oh yeah, I was meaning to tell you too. I didn't like how y'all beat up on my Giants this past weekend. Just saying. Just saying. But I did see that we might be looking at to possibly trade for to get Verlander. Which I don't know how that man's still pitching as good as he's pitching at his age. I was out here the other night. This damn ball came flying in, bow, flew right in my face. I said the light is that way. And I'm on a lot earlier than what I've normally been on lately when I do like a late night live. Yeah, I ain't got no topics, y'all. Just came up on here. Come kick it with y'all for a minute. See who slide through. Oh yeah, Rick. I don't know if you'll see this or not, but I seen that you had left a comment on the post. I'm gonna, after I get off of here, I'm gonna go back and read everything you said. Yeah, I had to do that post though, you know, because a whole lot of us is being affected, you know, one way or another. You know, a lot of our loved ones is, you know, going to another place. You know. Hell, my hustle. My YouTube name being changed won't change the fact that Yeah, it won't change the fact that you guys are still not as good as the Niners right now. When we talking right now, you guys are not as good as us. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Yeah. But the clock is ticking. The season we creep closer. You know, we got training camp starting up and everything. Uh, our training camp, matter of fact, I was just looking earlier. Our training camp actually starts tomorrow. So Eagles and Niners, the only factors in the AFC. The AFC sucks, right? Hey, for real though, the AFC do suck. It's not as competitive as it was not that long ago. The AFC used to be hella competitive. But yeah, really, it's just us and the Eagles. You know, but Super Bowl losses have a funny way of creeping in to that next season, and things tend to happen that aren't supposed to happen. You know, you know, for those that have experienced Super Bowl losses, you know what I'm talking about. You basically coming back with the same team, but that next season isn't quite. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you make the playoffs or not, I'm not saying that. Regardless if you make the playoffs or not, but the season is not as smooth as when you went to the Super Bowl. You know, you're doing this all year long. You know, and if you get into the playoffs, you like just sketching your way into the playoffs. You know, having to battle. You know, that last month. You know what I'm saying, just to get in. Got Mario in the building. The Steelers have to get past the Bengals and Burrow to get there. Lamar got the bag, so I ain't sleeping. Shoot, a lot's going to depend on Odell too, because if Odell's healthy and Odell's out there being Odell, oh, Lamar Jackson is about to. Whoo, whoo, that's going to open a lot of things up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, because the crazy thing, all he needed was one. He don't need like a litany of receivers. He just needed one. You enjoying yourself? He's not. Odell only like, how old is Odell? Odell like 30, 32, 33?
Go up. He older than that.
Who, Odell?
Mm-hmm.
What is he, 34? I know he ain't no 38.
He in the mid-30s. He getting up there in age, though. He definitely getting up there to 40.
Hmm. Because man can still play. He just got to get them legs right.
You talking about Odell that be dyed his hair blonde, right?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
Mr. Sexual Healing, all in the hot tub with another dude.
Yeah.
If Pittsburgh wins over Cincinnati, this year, then more power to the. But it'll be a hard road to get there. Yeah, Cincinnati's gonna be a problem because they a problem. You know, the AFC North definitely goes through Cincinnati. You know. But that's gonna be a tough division though. At least see, a lot's gonna depend on what Pittsburgh does. Because I know Pittsburgh done made some changes and right now on paper they look like they're gonna be right there in contention. But we have to see how everything plays out. And if Pittsburgh can, get back to Pittsburgh ways, now you got a 3-team race, and it's going to be, it's going to make for even better football. I ain't putting Cleveland in there. Cleveland had the dopest team in the league. Let's not forget that. Just about a year or two ago, they had the dopest team in the league, and they couldn't do nothing. They didn't even make the playoffs. That's crazy. As a matter of fact, 2019, that year that we went to the Super Bowl, when we played Kansas City, we played Cleveland that year on Monday Night Football. Cleveland had a dope-ass team, and we ran right through them fools with no problem. You couldn't just put it on just the quarterback. That whole team was garbage. Man, look. Until I see otherwise, I like Deshaun Watson. I actually wanted him. I actually wanted the Niners to get him, but it didn't happen. So, with that said, I want to see him succeed. I do. The problem is, it's the Cleveland Browns. They've had dope players. They've had dope teams. And they done nothing. Nothing. It's like a black cloud hanging over the Browns. And it's been that way even with the old franchise. With the Baltimore Ravens franchise when they was the Browns. Because remember, Belichick was there. Homeboy from Alabama was there, and they actually made it to the playoffs that one year. And I forgot exactly what happened, but Belichick ended up leaving. Oh, Saban ended up leaving, and it's just, I don't know what it is about Cleveland, but they is definitely not a city of champions. Yeah, I mean, the Cavs got that one, but, I mean, it's Cleveland. But I guess if Milwaukee can win, but Milwaukee's had other teams be there before they left to go to a different city and won championships, so I ain't even going to put Milwaukee in there. Lonnie in the building. Nope, not yet. Is the Bay a Crip City or a Blood City? It depends on what town you go in, because like I've said before, the whole Bay is, it's only like certain cities, that actually have or have had or still have, Crips and Bloods. But I would have to say the dynamic would be more Crip than Blood. If you just the overall scope. The owners of the team who are following Cleveland. They are one of 4 teams that have never appeared in the Super Bowl, along with Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, and Jacksonville Jaguars. However, the Browns played in 7 NFL championship games. Yeah, I mean the Browns still got they got championships of success, but you got to go all the way. Like, I don't think color was. I think color was just barely in at the time. Like that's way back. You know what I'm saying? They was just coming out of wearing the leather helmets. You know, before they switched over to the hard helmets. Do they function like they? Nah, it's it's different because you got the gangbanging aspect, but it's still Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get you you're gonna get the gang stuff, but you're still gonna get that Bay swag, you know, to go along with it. You know, so a lot of the lingo is like you'll hear the gang lingo, but then you'll hear, you know, the Bay lingo too. So, because at the end of the day, it's still the Bay. So, and that's what we all ride on. It don't make a difference what street politics you in. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's the Bay. Browns fuck everything up. No, they do. Okay. Every year. Every year, you know. That's why I said it's like they got a black cloud over them, you know. But now, hey, chill. But now, if you go back to the '90s though, like if you go and you pull up some old Bay videos, particularly like in the 707, you'll see a lot of the style that LA wears, like the Dickies, the Pendletons, and you know the way we will, you know what I'm saying, have our hair and stuff in, all that, Jerry curls, all that was going on up in the Bay too, particularly in the 707 in my section. You know, it was a lot of the same elements. You know, you would see the Impalas and stuff like that. So like in the '90s, it was probably more of the same then than it is now. The only good thing the Browns have ever done was change their name and move to. Oh, that's hella funny. Who's one of the best Bay rappers in your opinion? Who is one? Lil Russell. Um, Lil Russell. Um, uh, Damn, what cuz name? I'm drawing a blank. Um, Damn. How I just forget cuz name like that? Um, Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me do something real quick. The dryer.
What was what?
Is the dryer?
Uh-oh. That's what noise it made?
Mm-hmm.
I never heard yours make that. Saying,
We got different ones.
um,
That steak sold to the other steak because douchebag was cheap to fix.
Just jump into like maybe like the manager or like a motel or something, or like what my so I'm sorry, but it do.
Nah,
You know it do.
Shocked you too short.
You know
No,
how long
yeah.
these apartments was here for?
Shoot, for at least 30 something years, over 30 years. Damn, Gina, I came in a while. You are flapping guns about the Browns disappointing.
So have there been updates since they've been built?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, here and there.
Mm.
Although, as a Brown supporter, I am well aware they've lost 90% more than they've won.
That is true. That is true. But now, what was I gonna say? Oh, but hey, chill. You should look up Mike Mosley. He's from Fairfield. One of the dopest producers in the game, legendary. And of course, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Rick Rock is. He's also from Fields. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. She a Browns fan. Or she's a Brown supporter. So she likes them, but it's hard to cheer for them, because they lose all the time. So, kind of takes the fandom out of it. Good scrap.
Back hurt. Shush like that. I used to be really flexible growing up. I don't know what happened. Ooh.
Yeah, we suck, but not as much as your team. Both Cleveland. I'm born in Cleveland. No matter where I go, I'm dog pound 100%. My buddy Alex Mack was a first round draft pick years ago. It was rad to see a man whose a little brother go to the only team I've never supported. I've ever supported.
Yeah, that is dope. Yeah, I remember Alex Mack. And crazy thing, they're not doing anything to make it better. But I'll say this. At least you're not Dallas Cowboy fans. Oh yeah, and Raider fans too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Is there any way that you can move that?
Oh. I've missed too many games the last few seasons, but never missed an Ohio State versus Michigan game. Any team better than Pittsburgh? Jen, we own them cowgirls.
We about to beat up on them again this year. Oh, Ohio State, Michigan. Yeah. Woo. Hey, I know Ohio State is ready to get back at Michigan for what they did last season. That was ugly. But Jim Harbaugh, stop getting there and then losing. Stop that. You too good of a damn coach to get all the way there and then lose. He did that with Stanford. He did that with the Niners, and now he's doing that with Michigan. Stanford should have a couple of national championships under their belt. But I don't know what it is. Like some coaches get there and it's just like their brain just they sure are, but they've wrapped Michigan up too many times for Michigan to get any kind of props from me. Well, I'm riding for Michigan because I'm a Harbaugh fan. But my squad is Stanford. So and we suck right now. I can't wait for Saturdays though. Don't make you and I immortal enemy. Hey, I've been a Harbaugh fan. I've been a Harbaugh fan ever since he was a quarterback. Ever since he was a player himself. I've always been a Harbaugh fan. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. Until, once he came on to Stanford, changed that whole program around. Yeah, we did win some very important bowl games, but there were bowl games. We were supposed to be in the national championship game a few times, and we kept losing that one damn game that would have put us in the national championship game. But then, and the crazy thing about it is, 2 years prior, I called it. I said that the 49ers need to hire Harbaugh to be their head coach. And people looked at me crazy. My family looked at me crazy. Everybody looked at me crazy. Like, what? 2 years later, the Niners hired Harbaugh. And what happened? He turned Alex Smith into an all-pro player. He turned that team into a championship contending team. I mean, when you can outduel Drew Brees in a playoff series, and then not only that, but etch your name in 49ers lore with the catch 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And then the next year, Alex Smith comes in, #1 rated quarterback in the league when he got hurt. He brings in Kaepernick. We go to the Super Bowl. I still question that last play. Nonetheless, we come back that next year. We go to the NFC Championship game. Don't ask me. I don't even talk about that shit. But we was there. And then that next year, right before the season, before the first game, before the first kickoff, they come out with the report that the 49ers are going to fire Jim Harbaugh at the end of the year. So what was the fucking point of the season after that? We went 8-8 that year. And then, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to ride for Harbaugh. Ohio State football is honestly bigger here than any NFL team. OSU is the top dog, says, as far as football is concerned. Oh, no, that's facts. Don't ask me why is every Browns fan is my trick. Mario, that makes me happy. Yeah, I mean, you know, because they're literally the only team in Ohio that consistently wins. You know what I'm saying? You could find them in a championship game, in a high-ranking bowl game. And if it, you know what I'm saying, if it's not a high-ranking bowl game, it's a national championship game. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make a difference who it is. But you see, that's the exciting thing about college football. They come in with a whole new quarterback, hella new players, and don't change nothing. Now that don't work for every team. You know, some teams you gotta, you know, gradually, you know, build up. You know, within them 3 years, because usually they'll leave after the third year. Some stay all 4, but regardless, it's a more fast pacing. Like you gotta pick up shit, like, you know. So, but they be having spring games, so you got like months to study the playbook and, you know, go over shit and everything. So that's. But it's crazy because when they come out with the first game, it's like the games be so crisp, you know. Yeah, you got a couple, you know, because it's the first game, so naturally you're gonna have some rest there. But once that rust is knocked off, and that's usually like in the first quarter, you know what I'm saying? Like after that, you know, with the NFL. You might get a couple of teams that might start off, you know what I'm saying, like boom. But everybody else, you kind of gradually, you know, work your way through the game. Yeah. Well, hey, y'all, I'm about to jump off of here. I'm about to go lay it down. Thank y'all for coming through. Talk a little football. Make sure y'all come through. Saturday night, me and Sad, the Next Level show. You know what I'm saying? Come tap in. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that like button for your boy. Share it. Y'all know what the drill is. And I'll be back at y'all again. Y'all have a good night. Peace.